So good day everyone. Today we are going to talk about environmental stresses and its example. Bago natin pag-aralan ang mga examples nito, pag-usapan muna natin ano ba ang ibig sabihin ng environmental stresses. So according to Google, environmental stresses is the deviation o sa Tagalog ay paglihis o pag-iba ng environmental conditions from species optima, for example in pH, salinity, or temperature. In addition, environmental stressors are things or events in our surroundings that cause stress such as destructive weather events, noise, crowding, and war. So ngayon naman po, let's talk about the 4 examples of environmental stresses such as droughts, salinization, deserts and desertification, and lahar. Let's find out ano ba ang definition ng mga ito. So first we have droughts. Droughts are periods of approximately 14 days of abnormally dry weather that are sufficiently prolonged for the lack of precipitation to cause serious imbalance in the hydraulic cycle. In Tagalog po, drought is tagtuyot. Ito po ay nagre-resulta sa water shortage, crops losses, reduced stream flow, diminished groundwater resources, and depleted soil moisture. Droughts are distinguished from dry spells. Pag sinabi naman po nating dry spells, ito po yung periods of approximately 14 days with little or no precipitation. We can classify droughts into 4 types. The first one is the permanent droughts. Nangyayari po ito kapag ang climate ay sa sobrang tagal ng panahon ay puro tag-init lang. Permanent droughts characterizes the driest climates and agriculture is impossible without continuous irrigation. Next naman po ay ang seasonal droughts. It exists where dry and wet seasons regularly alternate the farming. Nangyayari naman po ito kapag ang climate ay well-defined o balanced lang ang init at ulan. Pero kung ang ating pagtatanim po ay gagawin natin ng dry season, ay makatutulong po ang constant irrigation para sa ating mga halaman or tanim. The third one is the contingent or unpredictable droughts. Ito ay nangyayari kapag ang expected rainfall ay hindi nangyayari. Characteristically in humid and subhumid areas, delikado po ito para sa ating mga pananim lalo na sa panahon na kailangan talaga ng patubig ng ating pananim. At ang pang-apat naman po ay ang invisible drought. Sabi po dito, it is harder to recognize invisible drought because it occurs where precipitation fails to counterbalance the moisture loss by crops through evapotranspiration, and it makes itself felt by reduced crop yields rather than wilting or some other observable form of crop damage. So, ang effective solution po para sa usaping ito ay ang constant irrigation. Hindi kulang at hindi din sobra, balance lang po dapat ang ating patubig.
Salinization is the process by which water-soluble salts accumulate in the soil. It also a resource concern because excess salts hinder the growth of crops by limiting their ability to take up water. Salinization occurs when dissolved salts in water tables rise to the soil surface and accumulate as water evaporates.
Deserts and desertification. Deserts is a barren area of landscape kung saan kaunting pag-ulan ang nangyayari and living conditions are hostile for plant and animals. The lack of the vegetation exposes the unexpected surface of the ground to the process of denudation.
Desertification. Desertification o pagkatuyo ng lupa is a type of land degradation in which a relatively dry land region become increasingly arid. It is caused by a variety of factors such as climate change and human activities.
Lahar. A lahar is a violent type of mud flow or debris flow composed of a slurry of pyroclastic material, rocky debris, and water. The material flows down from a volcano, typically along a river valley. The effects of lahar are people caught in the path of the lahar have a high risk of death from severe crush injuries, drowning, and these events will cause destruction of crops and installation.